morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day and welcome back to another episode of Casual Cash. This video has been highly requested, and by the end of it, we're going to show you how much we made from our 400,000 Rand investment portfolio for the 2021 year, exactly what investments it came from, and lastly, my thoughts and predictions for the 2022 year still to come. As you know, we invest in a number of things here, and we show you all of the real numbers, profits, and the losses, and everything in between, so that you have a better idea of what to do in your own life, and to build wealth and make the right decisions, and today is no different. We've shown our full 125,000 Rand easy equities portfolio and the total 400,000 Rand investment portfolio, and today we're going to go through all of the income or losses that we made during the year of 2021 from January to December, broken down by each investment type. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, when we invest, what is the purpose? Of course, it's to get a return on our money. This can be very simply done in two ways. The first is capital appreciation. This is where you buy an asset like shares in a company for 1,000 Rand. 6 months later, the shares are worth 1,400. That's capital appreciation. The other way is where you acquire an income generating asset like a property for 1,000 Rand and it pays you 50 Rand every month. Both have their pros and cons. Typically, you can make or lose more with the capital appreciation, but if you get enough income generating assets, it's easier to retire. So today we're going to go through exactly how much we've made, both income and capital growth over the last year. So let's start with income, then we'll go to capital growth and finish off with a combined total portfolio growth, and maybe there's something you'll pick up on for your own portfolio. To start with income, first I must say that these amounts are for 2021, and because of the pandemic, not all companies were paying dividends this year, at least not the full dividends. We also changed some shares to cash before the pandemic, foreseeing some of the economic difficulties coming, so there's higher interest from this year as well. We may see dividends increase next year, but let's take a look at this so far. Here you can see the income month by month from January to December. Typically the middle and end of the year is higher because most dividends are paid during these times. The first three are quite negligible. ESG 1200 at 14 Rand, the FTSE 100 at 28 Rand, and Inlu placed at 65 Rand. Then we have the Prescient Income Fund with 342 Rand over 3 months. Storage for 641, Arrowhead 917, our mystery stock at 2,068 Rand, income from another YouTube channel at 2,192, trading, which is where we buy and sell stock on a short-term basis for quick profits, 2,323, and interest at 8,747 Rand. And that brings us to a total income of 17,342 Rand and 61 cents for the year. But let's have a look at how that's broken down. In this graph, we can see that our dividends were at 24%, interest at 50%, other YouTube channel income 13%, and trading another 13%. So it was a good year with good income, but what was really a surprise was how well the capital markets performed in 2021. This was quite surprising, so let's take a look. First, let me tell you how we worked this out. So this table shows the capital growth of each investment we had in 2021. If we had it the entire year, we calculated from the 1st of January. If we bought it during the year, like April, May, June, which we did for a few because the markets were recovering and we decided to get in, we calculated the growth from date of purchase. Now here is where it gets really interesting. You will see here that for the full year, we did not have a single share or investment here that lost value. In fact, all of them grew in value. Let's take a look from the smallest to largest growth in Rands. Keep in mind we invested different amounts, but we'll also go into the percentages after. So the smaller ones are Facebook at 76 Rand, Indu Place at 129, Robosis at 173, Canon Asset Managers Global Growth at 193, the FTSE 100 at 211, Fourth Industrial Revolution at 304, Prescient Income Provider 354, that's the growth on the fund itself. Nasdaq 100 375 Rand, S&P 500 Infotech 446, African Rainbow Capital 487, Steinhoff International at 552, Storage at 580, S&P 500 at 966. This is where we get to some of the bigger amounts. Accelerate Property Fund 1,123, S&P Global 1200, 1,137, Tesla 1,739, Avenge 2,144, Global REIT Property 2,608, Purple Group 2,678, and the highest, surprisingly, Arrowhead at 3,711. So this comes to a total growth of 19,993 Rand and 51 cents, round about 20,000. But let's see, importantly for you, which investments grew the highest in terms of percentages over the year. Our lowest was Prescient, which is to be expected if you've seen our previous video. Facebook, Storage, Global Growth, Fourth Industrial Revolution, Inlu Place Properties. Here we get a bit higher with the S&P 1200 ESG 23%, FTSE 100 23%, African Rainbow Capital at 25%, Global REIT Property 26%, Robosis at 27%. We've got a video on that coming up. Nasdaq 139, S&P 541, Avenge at 42, which we just did a video on. S&P 500 Infotech 44%, Steinhoff another video 56%, and here are the big ones: Accelerate Property Fund at 81%, Arrowhead Properties 83%, Tesla at 85%, and then Purple Group right at the top for last year at 90%. So from my view, I think many of these did well, and some have done better or worse since 2022 started, but we'll show that in an update video later in the month. That brings our total portfolio growth between income and capital growth for the year 2021 to an amount of 37,228 Rand and 13%. So the split between the two is income about 46% and capital growth about 54% of the total, which is pretty even for the most part. Okay, so as you can see, we seem to have done quite well for the year of 2021. Many of these investments were offshore, and we made between the beginning to middle of the year when vaccines were starting to take effect and economies were starting to open up. So we saw a lot of growth around the world, and luckily we were able to show profits and growth on all our investments. But guys, I must say that I do think 2022 will be different. Now, the markets have normalized. We will be faced with a tough recall from the economies, dealing with normal trading conditions as countries return to, well, normal, I guess. This means interest rates rising back up to normal and inflation ramping up. And although 2021 was good growth, from 2022 there won't be as much growth. So it's important to keep informed of the markets and really look for exceptional companies, local or international, for growth in the coming year. And we'll do our best here to try and bring you some of that information on them. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more information and tips during the year to come. But other than that, I'll see you guys again next time on Casual Cash. But until then, cheers.